Yo, what's up guys, AFC Adinho here and welcome to a new video. Today I got a showdown replay again from my main account. Drop below 1900 this one, and I'm at 1998 and my opponent is 1889 and my opponent is 1821. So if I win this one, I will be put back into 1900s again at this point. But yeah, looking at my opponent's team, Chiyu always a threat, but overall they're quite balanced team. It's not too overwhelming. He does have the Annihilate with the Bamat, which has Revival Blessing, so I have to keep in mind that we don't give that guy too many boosts. But if I terrestrialize my Garganical into a fairy type, we should most of the times be able to deal with the guy. And yeah, I think my Chiyu is actually really strong as well, especially if I get rid of the Tinglu, because then I get to spam Dark Bills against my opponent's team. And if I by some miracle actually get rid of the Corviknight, my Chien-Pao can put in a lot of work. But I would definitely want Stealth up in this game. I gotta keep my Great Tusk healthy, so I can always Rapid Spin against the Tinglu. He does have the Annihilate as a spin blocker, but I definitely want to knock him off, especially if he's a taunt set. But yeah, before we start, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I post daily Pokemon PvP content, so definitely good to check it out. And yeah, let's just hop right into it. So lead wise, let's see what we'll do. He leads up with Chiyu, I leads up with Cyclizar. Cyclizar in general, if he is using a more defensive Pokemon, I can Shed Tail pretty freely into one of my threats. But he led off with Chiyu, and this is why we have the Choice Scarf. Because if he's Choice Scarfed, he might stay in, trying to knock me out. And this gives me a free U-turn, also giving me nice chip on the Chiyu. And he does stay in, so I go into Tuxapex as he goes for Dark Bills, and he reveals Choice Specs because he's doing 58% to my HP. Like, this Pokemon is too busted. And I'm in a predicament here, because I have to switch another Pokemon into this attack. If I bring in Garganical, he's gonna take more than Tuxapex just took. But I definitely need to change my Garganical into a fairy type, so I actually have a resist to this attack. So something has to take this attack. And the only Pokemon I can really take it is Chien-Pao, because I know it's Choice Spec, so I decided to bring in Chien-Pao. He doesn't have a priority move aside from Mach Punch, which I'm going to die to anyway. So I don't necessarily need HP on this Chien-Pao. So he does go with Dark Bills, and that's definitely Choice Specs. Now I know he's forced to switch out, so he's either going to bring in his Tuxapex or his Corviknight. So I decided to double back into my Chiyu, betting one of the two, because Chiyu is going to die to my Chien-Pao if he stays in. So he does go into the Tuxapex. Ideally, I wanted him to go Corviknight, but this tells me this is probably Rocky Helmet if he brings it in like this. It's also an Ice-type resist, but there's no way I'm clicking an Ice-type attack in that situation. So I decided to switch into my Garganical here, as he goes for a Baneful Bunker. And now I get up my Stealth Rock. And I might just go straight for the Sulk Cure here as he bulks up. Not sure if I'm going to terrestrialize. Hold up. He has the Covert Cloak. He didn't take damage, additional damage from Sulk Cure. Oh. Let me go back to it. Look at this, guys. So I clicked Sulk Cure and he didn't take the additional damage. That's really annoying for me, because my main source of damage with this Pokemon is obviously the Sulk Cure. So I need to knock him off. But I'm going Tuxapex first on the Drain Punch, and I want to figure out, is he going for the taunt here? So I double into Great Tusk because they usually run taunt, and that way my Great Tusk doesn't have to take damage. I don't take damage with Tuxapex either because of Regenerator. Because I could have gone straight into Great Tusk, but that means that I had to switch it into a Drain Punch, and I would have taken a bit of damage. Now I didn't take any damage at all, and look, he did go for taunt. And like I said before, I just wanted to get off the knockoff, so that my opponent doesn't get leftovers recovery. I knock him off, And now I decided to go back into Garganical as he goes for bulk up again. And I decided not to terrestrialize yet. Unfortunately, he crit me there. I took a lot of damage there. But I get off my Soul Cure. And I protect here. I basically wanted to bait him in to Drain Punching on me. And now I terrestrialized on Drain Punch. And I get my Recover off, which he's most likely not going to taunt against. And because I terrestrialized, he most likely won't be going for a Drain Punch because it doesn't do anything to me. So I expect either a Rage Fist coming my way or he's going for another build up, which I decided to bring in Cyclizar. And this turn is so huge for me because he didn't attack me. If he Rage Fisted, it wouldn't go through because I'm a normal type. And now I get the Shettil up and I get in my Chi-Yu. And Annihilate is going to be at around half HP. He's gonna get Drain Punch recovery here. Crits me through Substitute, and now I get a free attack here. And as he goes Specs, as I most likely go for Pulse here. Get off my Pulse, and I decided to switch here because I anticipated the Ting Lu to come in. So I go into Great Dusk here, but he went for Chilling Water. I could have killed this guy, so he made a really aggressive play there. Not sure why he went for Chilling Water, because if he was predicting me to stay in, then he would die. And Chilling Water doesn't do much to me. But he does get it on my Great Dusk. I get Leftovers recovery, and I think I just go for the Earthquake here. Because he had Baneful Bunker on the guy. So now I decided to knock off this Corviknight. Get some damage on him. And he goes for Brave Bird, doing quite a bit of damage to me. And I think I have to swap out there. I did knock him off, going to Cyclizar. As he goes for Defog. And now I can get on for another Shettil. And remember the damage I got on this Toxapex? He's at 15, he's gonna get 30. So he's gonna be at 40, 48 or something. But Overheat is gonna do it, KO him from there. But this is like the freest Overheat for me. The Brave Birds. And he goes into Ting Lu and I miss. That guy would have lost 60% of his HP. So really unfortunate. I lost all my momentum there by missing there. So I have to go back into Great Dusk as he clicks Earthquake. And I think I just knock off here. As I knock off the Pegs. And it was indeed Rocky Helmet. And now I think I doubled back into Earthquake. I guess I Earthquaked in case he went for Baneful Bunker or something. But now I go into Chi-Yu. As he goes for another U-turn, so that's actually bad for me as he gets Spamod in. So I'm forced to go Garganical. As he goes for a Mach Punch. And I think I just Salt Cure here, to be honest. He gets the crit on me with that attack, which sucks. And I either go for a Rocks here or I go for Recover. I do go for a Rocks as he gets in Chi-Yu, which is Specs. I have to Protect on this turn. As he goes for Overheat, so I have to go into my Toxapex now. As he goes for the Terrestrialization. That's some crazy damage, man. I think I go into Cyclizar here. I went for Toxic Spikes. Hold up. I guess I wasn't sure if my Cyclizar... Oh wait, when Cyclizar was at 34, he was gonna die. Never mind. Thought I was full HP. But I get off my Toxic Spikes, and now I go Cyclizar. As he goes Corviknight, and he's forced to defog or roost, so I tried to go hard Chi-Yu here. Not Shed-Tailing, because I wanted to keep HP on Cyclizar, and he does indeed go for roost. And now I have Toxapex, I have the Toxic Spikes down, so even if Ting Lu comes in, I don't mind. So this is why I chose to go for Dark Pulse. Like, this is like a really good position I put myself into. That's why I went for the Toxic Spikes, by the way. I remember now. In this case, I went for the Toxic Spikes because I did anticipate him going into Toxapex here. And because he went into Toxapex, he cannot remove... he cannot switch in Toxapex again without switching out first. So my Toxic Spikes stay there. And basically, I go into Cyclizar because he doesn't touch me. And he goes Corviknight, and I force him into a position where he needs to Roost or Defog. So I go straight into Chi-Yu. And this is the position where I can guarantee myself a kill or get the poison on Ting Lu, which is also really good. Because Ting Lu can easily eat up the Dark Pulse, but nothing else can come in on Dark Pulse now. Because Chi-Yu is gonna die, Pomada is gonna die, and all the damage I got off earlier on Toxapex also matters now. So I just go for Dark Pulse without predicting. He goes into Toxapex, and you see me just knocking him out there. Doing 72. It was a physical defense of Toxapex, so he was 100% gonna die there. And I get rid of Toxapex, which means now I'm free to spam fire type attacks with my Chi-Yu, which is amazing. He goes into his Ting Lu now, so I'm forced to switch. Go back into Great Tusk as he doubles into Annihilate. And I go into Garganical as he goes for Taunt. And I'll just go for the Salt Cure here. To keep in mind that he can still bring this back. I think will I Salt Cure again? I do, but I miss out on the KO. But the taunt ends and I get to protect there as he's going to die. Doesn't get the taunt on me due to my protect. And Chi-Yu most likely coming in now. But he comes in on rocks, which is amazing. I go back into my almost full HP Toxapex and he reveals Psychic. But we know he's Choice Spec, so I can go into one of my Dark types. As he goes into Pomade. I went into Chimpao. This Pokemon can run Mach Punch and he already revealed Mach Punch. Don't want to die to it. So I decided to go into Pex. As he goes for a Smart Revival Blessing, he brings back the Annihilate, which is obviously annoying. I go into Great Tusk now, anticipating the Double Shock. Doesn't go off, and I get Leftovers back. And I go back into Garganical here. As he goes for Ice Punch, revealing another attack. And he goes for Double Shock again. So I get off my Recover. And I get off another free Salt Cure against this team. He goes into Ting Lu. The more damage I get on this, the easier it is to kill him later on with my Chi-Yu. Yeah, I got Garganical at a comfortable amount of HP. I think I went into Great Tusk here, but he doubles into Corviknight. I do get some HP back, luckily. And I go into Cyclizar here as he decides to go for U-turn. And I know the U-turn won't be able to break the substitute on Chi-Yu. So I think I Shed Tail here. Going to Chi-Yu. And him knowing it goes for a Brave Bird. And now I can get off another Overheat. And this is a 2-hit KO. But unfortunately, I missed another Overheat, guys. So I'm forced to switch out, losing all my momentum again. And now he gets to double into Chi-Yu. And yeah, my Toxapex is really low. Oh, actually, I got Regenerator. So I go with Pex again as he clicks Psychic. And I can go into one of my Dark types again. Then go back into Chimpao. Obviously, don't want to take a Mach Punch here. So I go back into Garganical as he doubles back into Chi-Yu. And he's able to make these plays because I keep missing my Overheat against this Ting Lu, which is just so freaking annoying. But I'm forced to protect there. And he clicks Overheat. And yeah, he's Terrafire Specs. But I have no switch in for this. So I still go Pex, hoping I live. But I'm Max Spadef, Water type, and he just knocks me out with a Fire type attack. With a special Fire type attack. So I go into Garganical because I should be able to live on. But my priority is to keep up rocks versus him. So I try to get up rocks again. I know I can kill him with Chi-Yu later on. I go into Great Tusk here as he goes for this. And I think I just go for the Rapid Spin regardless, but sure. Yeah, because I don't touch him anyway. And now, did I go for Earthquake? Did go for Earthquake. Earthquake again, and I actually didn't expect him to kill me there. But his Rage Fist is boosted by a lot, so that really sucked. And all this because I kept missing Overheat against the Ting Lu. He wouldn't have been able to get up rocks versus me, which means I wouldn't have been forced to Rapid Spin earlier. Yeah, I knock him out with Crunch, so he is gone. Goes into Palm out here again. So I'm forced to go Garganical again. As he goes Corviknight. think I just Salt Cure here regardless. Because if I get rid of this, I can win with Chen Pao. So I do anticipate the defog to come out. I Salt Cure. He removes my rocks as well. And I think I Salt Cure again. I Stealth Rocked. I guess I just wanted to keep up rocks. But Corviknight is low now. I guess that's why. Because if he didn't roost, my Chen Pao just kills him now. My Chen Pao can kill him. All I need is damage up on Ting Lu at this point. I think I just Salt Cure this just to get damage on him. And I think I'm just gonna Salt Cure again. As he makes the Corviknight play, so Corviknight's gonna die here. What Cyclizar? Hold up. Okay, let me... It's a while. That plate is... Ruination. Into the Salt Cure. I guess the HP on my Pokemon didn't matter, because I was gonna die to a fire type attack from Chi-Yu regardless, and his Palmat cannot 2-hit KO me. I guess this is why I made the play into my Cyclizar. Because I wanted to get in my Chen Pao and get U-turn chip on the Ting Lu as well. But he went to do this, so I Shed Tail. Go into Chi-Yu here. As my opponent goes for Defog, I click Flamethrower. I am behind the sub, so he needs to break my sub first. And he decides to do it with Ting Lu, which is amazing, because now I get to click Flamethrower. As the Earthquakes. I think I Flamethrower again. As he switches out. And the reason I Flamethrower it again is because I'm slower than Palmat. I have to speed die against Chi-Yu anyway. And if I get this damage, then it's an easy kill with my Chen Pao. I can even knock him out with Crunch if I hit the next Flamethrower. And all I need to do is get rid of the Palmat, but I have more stacks than my opponent. So basically, Flamethrower, and then I sack something on Palmat and bring in Garganical. He cannot bring in his Chi-Yu, and I just beat him down with Salt Cure. Then I sack my Garganical on Chi-Yu and win with Chen Pao. So I was basically checkmate, but he sacks Chi-Yu there, and I win this game, and it puts me back into the 1900s. But this game became kind of annoying and difficult due to me missing those overheats on the Ting Lu. That was so freaking annoying. I think I missed like 3 overheats, 2 or 3, and one overheat does like 60% of the guy if he's max per def. So, so that's just crazy. But regardless, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a longer battle, but overall, I think quite some good turns we can all learn from. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more consistent Pokemon PvP content, guys. Discuss Pokemon PvP on our Discord server. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments below. And yeah, subscribe, guys. I'm on my way to 4,000 subscribers. That would be cool if we can hit it within 2 months. But with that all being said, though, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.